Back to another video. Today we will be installing Invidia Catless downpipe on the WRX today. It's gonna be pretty exciting. It's gonna be pretty loud, I believe, because it already has some type of mid pipe and a huge whatchamacallit, catback or whatever, as you guys can see over here. Just look at that thing, man. Just like, that is huge. That is huge. But yeah, guys, I believe it's gonna be pretty loud. But yeah, guys, all right. But let's get to it. Before I put it on, I will show you guys a before. So this is a before. It's not gonna be a cold start because I already started it to move it. But hey, let's hear how it sounds before. Alright guys, so this is what we're working with. Catless Invidia downpipe. Pretty nice quality, pretty good welds. Not bad. Like it so far. Pretty good, it feels nice. And here came with this gasket for the back, but got a little damaged. Good thing I had ordered one because I didn't think it was going to come with one. So I already had ordered one, so that's good. I also ordered this gasket as well for the downpipe where it meets the turbo. And yeah, guys, I came with this hardware too. We'll see if we'll use it, but yeah, this is what we're working with right here. But enough talking, let's get wrenching. Alright, so these are the tools that I used for this install. I used my 1/2 inch and my 19mm just to get the wheel off. I mean, you don't have to, but I would really recommend it so you will have more room to work right there to get it under. And also, you would also need some jacks and some jack stands to get the vehicle in the air. And I also used a small, a short 10mm, a long 8mm, a long 10mm, a long 12mm, a long 14mm, and I used some extensions. You don't need this long, I just used it because I had it right there. A ratchet for your socket sizes. I used this long one to get the O2 off with the socket because it was pretty on there. I also used a 10mm wrench, 13mm wrench, 14mm wrench. I used this combo wrench, 10mm, use this combo 14mm, and I use this combo 13mm. I also use this 7/8 wrench for the O2 sensor socket, or if you don't have one, you could also use this O2 sensor socket. Either way, vice versa. And if you have power tools, might as well use them. So here you go. I use my cordless ratchet. I mean, my cordless impact. But yeah, here you go, guys. The tools that you will be needing. First thing is first, guys. You gotta pop that hood. Okay, so first things first, we're gonna once we have the hood open, first thing we're gonna want to do is take off the intercooler. So what it looks like, for me at least, it might be different because the person before did all kinds of things like this blow off valve, this coupler, whatever you call it. Well, so far for me, it looks like I'm gonna have to take off these 10 mils for these lines. Take off the couplers, things like a 10 or a flathead. Take off these 12s for the blow off valve, and take off this mount over here. I believe that's a 12 too. But I think that's about it. If I go in through anything else, I'll for sure let you guys know, but let's get that thing off. Alright guys, so here's the intercooler nice and out. So what we had to do was loosen this coupler with just 2 clamps on it. This other coupler over here, this was a 10 as well. Then also get the 12 on this mount and the 12 on this mount, and get the 10s that were right here on the for the lines. And after that, you just like try to wiggle it out. The hardest part, what wasn't even hard, just gotta, what I did was took like a little screwdriver and I just kind of backed this out a little bit so I could get it out. Just don't put a lot of force because you will probably rip it. But yeah, pretty simple. After that, you pretty much just wiggle it up and it'll come right out. Those 12s on the blow off valve. Forgot about those. You get that intercooler off, you have a lot more space to work with. As you can see, the turbo is nicely more exposed right there. This would also be a good opportunity to go ahead and clean your throttle body since intercooler is already out. And after that, guys, you have the turbo nicely exposed. I do have this Cobb heat shield that was put on here before already, so first time I have to take that off. It's just 3 10 mils, one right here, one right here. There's another one back there, but I have to get it from the bottom because it's pretty hard to get from the top. So then after that, you're pretty much gonna want to jack up your vehicle so you get access to the downpipe. I got my vehicle nice and jacked up, just enough room to get that downpipe off. Make sure you do secure it right. You wouldn't want the car falling on you or anything. We'll also be removing that wheel just so I can get a little more space. I mean, you don't have to, but I'm just gonna do it. I mean, it's not that bad, just to get a little more room down there. But yeah, guys, after that, I'm gonna get that heat shield off and I'll be right back. Alright guys, once you guys have your car jacked up, you guys are ready to loosen some bolts. So I'm gonna loosen these. You're gonna need 2 14s. You're gonna hold one and then loosen from one side. So you gotta do these 2. Then there's another one, and there's this one you gotta take off as well. And there's gonna be another one down over here. I can't really see, but it's somewhere over here. And then we're gonna go down here. We're gonna go down here, and you see that one right there. You're gonna also need to take that one off. Mine's missing, so I don't gotta worry about that one. And then there you go, there's that one I was trying to show you. That one right there that I was trying to show you guys up there. But yeah, you just gotta take off those 5 and you should be good to go from there. And then from the back right here, you're gonna want to take off these 2 over here. I don't know what size they are, and that does look like aftermarket hardware, so it's gonna either be like a 12 or 14. It's gonna be around there. The exhaust brackets, they should be right here, but whoever installed this back did not do it right, so mine is missing. Same goes for the transmission right here, the little mount for the transmission. That bolt's missing too because they didn't install it good. But sorry about that, guys. I believe it's gonna be like a 14 or 12, pretty sure 14. But yeah, you're gonna want to loosen that one, and that one. Alright guys, so I got all of the bolts right out. They weren't that bad. I did use some PP blasters. If you guys want to, I just used it on this one because it was a little on there. This one in the back was loose, and well, that bottom one, it's missing, so I didn't have to get that. So I was able to get all of these on the top. So yeah, just a 2 14s and you should be good to go on there. So this is completely loose, and now let's get on with the bottom. Sorry I wasn't able to film this, guys. There's not really anywhere I can put my camera to film this, so just bear with me. Alright, but yeah, just 14s. Alright, also guys, make sure you're keeping track of your hardware. Make sure you don't lose it. Have like a little tray for all the bolts I took off on top. Just keep track on that, guys, so you don't have to be searching for them later. Here we go, out with the old and in with the new. So pretty much you just got to take off these 5 bolts, 1 2 3 4 and 5 over here. And then back here there was just 2 bolts to the mid pipe and the catback, or I mean mid pipe and downpipe or whatever, and there was just 2 bolts. Mine were both 13 on both ends. Yours would probably be different since that was aftermarket hardware. It would probably be like a 14 and 12, or both 14s, something like that. But also you will also have to unplug your sensor and get that out so you can put it in the new one over here. And what else? And also, which mine were missing, the brackets. That was the bracket for the transmission, and that's the bracket for the mount. I don't know where that went, but yeah, mine were missing, so I couldn't really show that, guys, sorry. But yeah, guys, let's get that O2 out. You could either use a O2 sensor socket. This is a 22 millimeter, so you just put it on there with a ratchet and put your ratchet here and break it loose. Or you can also use a 7/8 or a 22 wrench and just wrench it out. I would recommend some PB blaster on this because mine was super tight. I did already loosen it, as you can see, but it was pretty much on there, I ain't gonna lie. But yeah, guys, we got that out. That's how you get the downpipe off. So now we're gonna put the O2 into that, and we're gonna put that on. So stay tuned. It's to my new dog and my little helper over here. Entei, come here. Entei, come on. Oh, he's a good boy. This is my new dog. He's a little German Shepherd mix, I believe. But yeah, look at that face. Look at that face. He's so cute. Hey, hey. Yeah, guys, I named him Entei. You know, the legendary Pokemon, since he kind of looks like him, sort of. But yeah, it was either that or like, I don't know, it looks like a bear or something. I don't know, but I didn't want to name him that. It sounds pretty basic. But yeah, I just went with Entei. It's pretty cool. I always wanted to name my pet over a Pokemon, so there you go. That's Entei right there. Hey, hey, hey. Fucking grab the rock. Yeah, he's pretty chill. Alright, guys, so I'm gonna put the O2 back in. Into the new downpipe. I did put a little bit of anti-seize on it, just so if I ever take it off for some reason next time, it won't seize in there or be so hard to take off next time. But yeah, just put it on there and then just give it a good little snug with your wrench and you should be good to go. Alright, guys, we got our downpipe ready to go. First though, we're gonna install the gasket on first. So pretty much just open this up and just put it on the studs and take this old one off. Don't forget to take the old one off. There you go. Garbage. Alright, guys, so this is where we're at. I was able to mount it right there. I got my 3 nuts on there so far just to hold that up. And then you could hang it on here on the hanger just so it won't fall either. I'm gonna have to find a bolt for that. But if you have your bolt, stick it in there and don't tighten it yet. Just keep it. Just put it in there to hold it. You don't gotta tighten it just yet. And I did connect my O2 sensor back, as you can see. And I do have my I put the new hardware that came with the gasket, and it is on there, as you can see. Don't forget to put your new gasket, which is right there, and just have it on there right now. I'm about to tighten this. Then after I tighten this, I'm gonna tighten the bracket right here, and then after that we're gonna go up there and tighten the rest. Alright, guys, I got all of these bolts nice and tight. I don't think you have this. I think that's just the bracket for my heat shield. Correct me if I'm wrong, because I do not know. But yeah, all those bolts are tight. The one in the bottom is tight too. If you come over here, we found the bolt and we got that nice and tight. And now we got our hardware nice and tight over there too, and we got our O2 sensor connected, and we should be all good down here. All that's needed to do is pretty much just put it all back together. So just put the intercooler back on, and yeah, I mean, we can start it. I'm putting my heat shield back on, but I'll come back with you guys when I'm ready to put the intercooler back on. Alright guys, so I got my heat shield back on, and I lowered my car, so now it's off the air. Now you're gonna pretty much be ready to put the intercooler back on. I did go ahead and just clean my throttle body really quick. It's a little cleaner than before. You could pretty much get some throttle body cleaner or brake clean. Either one works. Pretty much you can, there's like this lever, you can put it back and it pushes the butterfly plate, and you can just go ahead and clean all the buildup that's in there, and it should be fine after that. It might idle high when you turn it on just because you clean this. But yeah guys, now we're ready to put that back on. Guys, the intercooler is back on. I mounted it in both mounts, put the blow off valve back on, put the little bolts for the lines, tighten the coupler down here, right there, then tighten the coupler right here, and there you go. That's pretty much it, and we are complete with this install, guys. Sorry I didn't get to record everything. It's pretty hard to record and I don't have someone to help me record. But hopefully I helped you guys, and hopefully this sounds good. Alright, let's give this a start up and see how she sounds. Next day, and I already completed the exhaust. The last clip I got was me starting it up, and then I got busy after that. I had to go to the stores and stuff with my girlfriend, but I'm about to try to finish the video today and cold start right now and start her up, and pretty much just wrap this video up. Alright guys, well that's pretty much it for today's video. I appreciate you guys for watching and supporting this channel. Thank you guys so much. And stay tuned for a lot more that's gonna go on the Wrx and my Lexus. Lots of things coming, so and you guys don't want to miss out. I promise you that. Alright guys, well thank you guys so much, and don't forget to subscribe and like this video. I'll catch you in the next one.
Negative.